Good afternoon, Professor. I'm finna start my example. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read the question as I go. And I'm sorry, I am not feeling my best, and I'm not sick, so I came out here to do so. Please bear with me. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna read the questions as I talk about it. The first question it said, "Tell me about a time when you had to work closely with someone whose personality was very different from yours." I would say yes, because when I was when I was doing praise dancing at my church, I had to be with somebody that who we never talked to before. She was uncooperative. She wasn't doing well, so it was kind of most of me being so nervous because it's one of my big day I wanted to do, especially if we're finna perform on an Easter Sunday so everybody could see us. But I am more patient and stuff. So I took my time and just talked to her, tell her what we need to do. But it still didn't go well. But actually, I think I tried my best because then nobody else wanted to deal with her. But I feel like that I did good with it because I just feel like it was very embarrassing on how she was acting, especially on the church ground. But when we did perform on that Easter Sunday, we did do good, and she was very cooperative. She was doing very good this time and stuff. But the second question said, describe a time when it was especially important to make a good impression on the client. How did you go about doing so? Well, I feel like this question right here, I really was going to say that I was going to say more about the praise dancing. I feel like when the first time the girl, she didn't do good on the practice when we did the practice, but when it get time for us to do when it gets to time for us to perform, she did good. Like, it wasn't no problem. Nobody else wanted to deal with her. But I just feel like I stayed calm and tried to meet her where she was. I offered a practice with her on one and I kept encouraging her. Even though people didn't want to deal with her, I kept encouraging her. It taught me how important to it taught me how to it taught me how important a patient to it taught me how to be patient and understanding on when I'm working different types of people, even when they're not cooperating with you. You still got to take your time to be more patient with them, even though it doesn't go as planned as you want it to be, especially if you want things to be professional. And the third question is, describe a time when your team or company was undergoing some change. How did that impact on you? So I did track. So during the time when I did track, when I was on the track team, our coach made a sudden change, like a change to our training schedule, which it was kind of upsetting me because it was too much going on. I did not like all that changing. So what I did, I used a certain route, and the shift was frustrating. However, I chose to dwell and keep going. I just feel like as I learned when I did track, even though I was so frustrated because he kept on changing stuff, I feel like no matter how a person or the coach change the schedule, is thing you can still go for it and do better. I just feel like it was too much on me, especially I had a lot of stuff going on as well. The fourth question said, tell me about a time an unexpected problem derailed your plan, and how did you recover? Okay, so I would say during high school I had an exam. I was like technically like the adult in the house, so my brother had got sick on a very important day that I need to come. So I had to take my time and do what I need to do, and I had to talk to my teacher so they can work with my schedule, because I feel like that, I don't know, it was so much going on. He was sick, and plus the brother I was talking about, he had autism, so I had no choice. He had episodes of spell, plus he wasn't feeling good, and plus I had exam. So I took my time to talk to my teacher so they can work on a schedule with me so I can help my brother, because I'm basically like, I'm the oldest, so I feel like I have to be there, even though my mom, you know. So that's what I feel like, for my opinion. Okay, the fifth question, it says, give me an example of time we had to have a different conversation with a frustrator or a client. How did you handle it? So I would say when I was in school, we had to do a group project. Well, a group project at school. One of my friends was frustrated because she felt like that we wasn't listening to her ideas and stuff. And I just feel like she wouldn't let nobody wait, because I was going around my group and asking each one how we should do it, how we should improve, and how should we get a good design on the project. And she felt so frustrated because she felt like I wasn't giving her a chance. And I just feel like that's what it was. And it made everybody feel some type of way, and people didn't want to be around around the boy, because they just felt like he was just being so rude because I wasn't giving him enough time. I was going by each one of my friends, asking everybody, what should we do to the project? How should we be more creative? How should we do this? How should we do that? How should we improve on our project so we can get a good grade? So he didn't even let me get a good time to get to him. But I still, no matter how bad he was frustrated, I still been a bigger person, and I talked to him, and I told him, and I stepped up, because I told him that he was very wrong. But I finally let him talk about what should we do to our project. He gave us some good, bright ideas. And the sixth question, it said, give me an example of a time where you was able to be creative with your work. What was the exciting or difficult about it? Okay, so I would say I love to be creative. That's one of my main things. Everybody know I love to create a project. So I am in theater class, and we had to create a poster project. The poster project, the difficult thing, I would say, I was trying to figure out a topic or an article I wanted to do. So I was doing a whole lot of researching, because I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this, because I wanted stuff to be so perfect. So what I did was I was gonna pull up pictures, but I had so much encouragement on being creative and how to present the information. I came up with some unique layouts, and used colors, image, and design elements to make it visually engaging, because I wrote some of it down. But I had to go back and double check on my work, because I just feel like that I was missing something. It wasn't how I wanted. But I think the project was like, you have to choose, in theater you're supposed to choose a play. Don't use not like Lion King. Just choose a play. You're supposed to talk about each author, talk about the author, and talk about each person who was playing in the play and stuff. And you got to be creative and talk about their uniforms and their outfits. So I just feel like that's kind of was the difficult part with me. But I love to be creative with something that is very important to me and stuff. But thank you for listening to me and taking the time on listening to my video. I am so sorry. I try as best as I can. I just hope I get a good grade, because my grade is good in your class I am not in. I don't feel good. Everything just messing up. I am so sorry, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to my video, and thank you for being the best teacher as well. And so thank you for being understandable. Thank you.